applied to this type of endeavors. Yeah, so one thing that really struck me from this presentation was the fact that we need to do everything in our capacity to leave a positive mark for our future generations, out of love and not out of fear. That I liked it. And it's like, you know, we've been endowed with a beautiful house, a beautiful home, and we have been given the ability to use it. So we have ears, we have eyes, we have tools, we have intelligence, we have intuition. We can use all the resources that they have been put at our disposal, but we have to do it in a wise way and use it justice and consideration and respect for the generations to come. So this is what I have retained. Over to you. Thank you.
Oh, that's wonderful. It's good to have you in the group, Olivero. And you are
Thank
Senegal. I assume that the second language in Senegal is French, is not English. But you speak good English.
Well, in fact, I'm not even Senegalese.
Oh.
I work here. I'm actually Eritrean and Italian. Yes, my parents are both Baha'is, mixed from previous generations. So I was born in Eritrea, lived in Ethiopia, and studied in Italy. And then I've been going, you know, everywhere. And I consider the world really my home.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Let us, Ceridwen, would you share what you wrote?
Oh yeah, sure. I just wrote something down. I'm going to read it word for word because I don't have any creativity whatsoever. All right. So I felt as if, as a whole, we are obligated to try and help the world as a community and try to rise up and help this issue. Even if we help a little, that might possibly inspire others to help as well. And a little might go a long, long way, but a large amount will go the world over. What we might be able to do to help this crisis is perhaps use our rights of free speech to speak out and address this problem as a community, to study the roots of the problem and how we can fix it most appropriately. Therefore, the education of others and ourselves will possibly be the most important benefactor of this issue and might be one of the most important benefactors when it comes to solving it.
Yes, thank you. Any other thoughts in the group? I hope you are not locked out. Do you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear. Yeah.
Okay. Any other thought or ideas?
I don't know if you can hear me or not. My internet's not very good.
Yeah, we can.
But I did have some thoughts. Oh, good. I've always been concerned with climate change. I used to live in the country, and I started counting the bandwidth of the frogs in the creek nearby my house. And I started noticing, like 30 years ago, the bandwidth was getting narrow and more narrow. And then I noticed it was down to just a couple of little specks of pollywogs. And I started to be really concerned about the world, and reading the sacred text about how you cannot segregate the human heart from the world outside, and thinking about how the condition of the world actually reflects humankind as a whole, and where our spiritual growth is or is not, really starts to stand out to me now, especially. I live in Oroville, California, and this last couple of weeks I've been surrounded by wildfires. I've been evacuated twice in 2 weeks, and last year I was evacuated because of a dam breaking, and then the Paradise Fire. It's been one climate emergency after the next for the last few years, and I want to do as much as I can. I have had a junior youth group that was going really strong up until the COVID, and now I'm not very technical with the computer and really struggling on how to host Zoom, and I think I have it now, but I'm down to just a couple of kids. So, but I am still in contact with the kids through Messenger, and it's just been more of a struggle, which I think is probably a good thing, because it is positive. We're told it's going to be hard and that this difficulty will make us strong. And also it'll help us ask for help. Like you were saying, young girl, that we do need help. We need everyone's help. And this is a great platform for that. So thank you.
Wonderful. Kian, would you have anything that you would like to share with us? Ms. Bahin-Aein?
Well, just something I wrote. I noticed that all of the readings were peaceful and they all had the same purpose of coming together as one. And I thought that was kind of cool because it seems like a lot of people in the world who want to help climate change all have the same goal. And I thought that was kind of cool.
That's good, wonderful. From which community are you participating, Kian?
I'm in Tucson, Arizona.
Tucson, Arizona. So just curiosity, are you related to Bahin-Aein families from Shiraz, Iran?
Yeah, actually, my dad was born in Shiraz, yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Good friend from years back. You know Nureddin Bahin-Aein?
Who was it?
Nureddin Bahin-Aein.
I don't, but maybe my dad does, I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's probably a grand uncle or something. Okay, that's wonderful. Anybody else who would like to share anything? And by the way, we are recording this one, this special, this room session. And at some point, I think that you could access and just basically listen.
I want to add that Nureddin is Kian's dad's uncle.
Oh, Kian's dad's uncle. Okay, wonderful. He was a very good friend, and I haven't seen him obviously for probably 50 years or so. Okay, what about John? Would you like to share something with the group?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm John Crockmull. I'm from Sylvania, Ohio, United States of America, and I belong to the Sylvania Baha'i community. For myself, I consider myself a practitioner rather than a theoretician. I create models, and I ask other people to collaborate with me, and are able to pull together some programs that, it's by the models that I believe that is going to be instrumental. I'm reminded that most of the people I talk to believe in world peace, but yet we have no world peace. And that leads me to understand that perhaps the people that believe in these principles don't know how to do it. So consequently, how do you turn your beliefs into concrete action? Real quickly, for those who may be interested, there are surveys that are available out on the internet regarding what people believe. There is one that has been asked by globalscan.com, but it talks about global citizenship and who believes in it. And once you go to that website, you'll find out that most of the people of the world, and I'll say at around 50 to 55% already believes in the Baha'i principles. And the thing is, how do you then take that core, work with them in order to build the world we want? So that's what I have to share.
That's great. Thank you. I think probably at some point we need to join the rest of the group. I don't know what is the time frame on that, but I assume that our 15 minutes of sharing has just expired.
The message was that we have 1 minute left, but we can have like 2 extra minutes if we need it, in case if we really want to get interested in this whole entire discussion. We have 2 minutes of extra time if anyone wants it.
Maybe Amy, just
Sure, we're actually Kian's family as well. I'm his mom. This is my husband, and Anissa, our daughter. It was beautiful how all of the customs, all the different cultures rather, were focusing on climate change and working together. I loved the quote from the Pope. And it's so nice, even in this session, to have a somewhat international group and to be with others all focused on the same issue. Sometimes I feel really lost and don't know personally what I can do apart from obvious small things, and also from things like neighborhood core activity work, which can help build awareness and connection and community, which can be so instrumental in climate change work as well. But from watching that video, I felt that following the lead of Indigenous peoples around the world is really key. It is really something that everyone must focus on in order to find the solution to this issue.
That's wonderful. Thank you. Again, thank you, everybody. And I think that very soon we are going to join the other sessions, the other people from the other groups. And
yeah. It was great to meet you all. All of you had amazing opinions. This was a great discussion. I didn't even realize that time was passing. This is wonderful. It brings me joy that there are people from all over the world, from Arizona to Africa, that have come to join us today. And it's unbelievable that just from a small town in Florida, Gainesville, Florida, I can get to talk to you guys from all over the world, and my grandfather can get to talk to you guys from all over the world. And it was truly a pleasure meeting you. So, all right. So I think it's about time that we joined the
you join the rest
group.
of you, right? Sure.
So I'll see you guys. Bye.